Welcome to the Garnet-Bay Recreation Complex for this Sunday afternoon game between the Pee Wee AAA Toros and the Oshawa Minor Generals. This will be the final game of the season for both teams, as neither team will be moving on to the OMHA semi. So this is the last kick of the can to try and put a win in the books for both teams. And we're going to start out with the line of Jackman and Dobbs and Legacy on his left side. And Oshawa is going to start with Blowen, Lennox, and the other side Hutchinson. McCaslin starting out as the D. Bringing this in over the line. Taken away there by Oshawa, back in line for Sterling. Here's a shot that doesn't get through to the net. Taken away now on the other side here by Blowen, who tried to get through and he collides with McCaslin. And we're getting our first penalty of the game. McCaslin goes to the box for interference as he collided there with Blowen and wouldn't let him by. So interference penalty goes to the Toros. Peterson is going to take this draw to lead off the power play to the right of Parker Shaw, who gets the start. Hardy will be in net for Oshawa's. LePage will take that out of his own end. LePage from his own zone, that got red low, but picked up there again by LePage. Bringing this over the line. LePage. Nobody there. Trying to keep this in from the blue line. It came out over the line. Toros get that and we'll clear this up through the neutral zone, putting that deep behind the Oshawa goal. Hardy will try and leave it back there behind his own net. Oshawa is going to start their power play from behind their own goal. Up through center now as they try and put this in. That is blown with a shot. That gets stopped there by Shaw. His first save of the day as he stops that shot by Beveridge. Face-off now is off to the left of Shaw. We've got 44 seconds off the penalty to McCaslin. There's a shot tipped on the way through. Tried to tip it there with Cavalier. Stopped there by Shaw with the right pad. No one lead to the other side. Looking for a shot from the line. Nice block on the way through by Legacy as he put his body on the line against that shot by Bradica. Zilchuk couldn't get that puck out of the penalty box area. Getting it over here now for Cavilian. Cavilian tried to bring things over the line with a shot. Right pad save. Over the stick there. Korolenko is coming in. Tip past Nolan Lee and slipped out. Bradica's going back in his own end after it now. Bradica trying to get around Kennedy. Sticks to him. Kennedy. Shot! Just fires that one up. Might have hit the crossbar in behind Hardy. Oshawa start this from their own end again, trying to flip this. Dwyer's there to try and tip it away. Kept in by Korolenko. From behind the goal now, it's an opportunity to get that and fire it around. Kept in by Davis. Davis goes for a shot. That hits the glove hand, just off the top hand of the glove of Parker Shaw. Lennox digging away on the right side. The Toros are going to call off this penalty to McCaslin as that comes out over the line. Offside. Inside one by Oshawa. Hutchins back here for Davis, looking for a pass up through center for Lennox. Taken away by the Toros as they bring this in for Jackson with a pass. And here to the other side through center ice, dumping that deep. Right back in behind the goal. Hardy comes out to play that behind his own net. Around the boards here for Hutchins, that goes over the stick and tried to keep it in there at the blue line, but it's an offside. The face-off now is off to the right of the goal. Legacy cutting out from the slot area, backhanded away. Still loose there in the zone, trying to get that puck out. Here's a shot from the line, tipped on the way through, and it's going to get picked up here by the Toros. Back in behind the goal for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs trying to elude the checker, taken away there by a pass by Korolenko to the other side. Here comes Cavilian. Cavilian a shot. Stopped there by Shaw, who's going to handle that. Face-off now is off to the right of the Toros end. Trying to win this there. Tip pass Kabazinski. Korolenko's got that. Pass up there for Cavilian. Over his stick. Here comes an opportunity now. Dropping off. Cavilian shot. That goes wide of the goal. Cavilian on it again to try and set it up in front. That one over the stick of Struzalchuk and kept in from the line. A shot right into the glove hand of Parker Shaw. Lennox now to take this offensive draw for Oshawa, loses it from their own end, coming around the other side now for Dwyer. Getting it up there for Pitifler over his stick. Back up through center comes Lennox with a pass. Hutchinson drops it back to the line, trying to tip that out of his own end. That gets knocked down. Hutchins coming after here in the corner again. Trying to backhand that away and get it out in front. Right in front of the goal. Step by shot. Still loose there from the side. And Toros trying to get it free. Hutchins coming after it here in the corner to try and get to it. That gets tipped away. And it comes right through center. Here comes Blowen after it. Blowen coming in over the line with a shot on net. Left pad save. Hutchins was coming in for the rebound, but it got kicked past him. Radica's going back in his own zone now. Behind the goal, Radica sees the pressure on there, moves it over here to the other side, trying to get it out of their own zone with a pass for Lennox. Turned over there at center, trying to come in. It's a breakaway shot. Scores! On the breakaway, Toros took advantage of a turnover and snapped it past Hardy to make it 1-0. Face off at center. The page goes for a pass for Beaveridge. Grabbed well there by Brent. Trying to bring this in over the line against Michael Drew. That comes in offside. Face off here from center. Coming after here in the zone now. Toros taking this to the front of the net. With Sterling behind the goal. Trying to keep control of it. Drops it back there to the line. Pushes it off to the corner. Trying to move it over here to the other side. Stone tried to look at it in front. Here's a pass to the line that nobody's going to get. Going to roll back into the Toros end from behind the goal now for Michael Drew. Drew from behind his own goal, getting it over here to the other side for Stone. Trying to get it out of his own end, and Toros will finally get it away with a pass up there through center. Backhanded deep there by Cadicolo. Back in behind the Oshawa net. Legacy trying to win this battle behind the goal. That comes out. And it's going to roll all the way in. Parker Shaw is going to come out to play that and leave it off to the side for McCaslin. There's a pass for Jackman. Looking for some open ice. Getting up there with Dobbs. Ethan Jackman gets around Davis. Walks in. Pass for Dobbs. Tips it just wide of the side of the goal. Jackman still trying to do the work down low. Looking at in front again. Back to the left from McCaslin. Shot. That hit a stick. Still loose there from the side. Tipped in on goal and off the pad of Hardy. Legacy picks that up now. Tries to go back to the line. It's going to be an opportunity now for McCaslin to set it up here through the side. Legacy walks out. Hit a stick. It got blocked on the way through. Back to the line again. That goes over the stick and out. Catching up to it there in their own end against Kovalenko. Over here through center here for Legacy to try and put it to make his way through. Keeping Legacy shot. Stopped there by Hardy. Face off is off to the right of Hardy. Trying to take us to the front of the goal. Backhand shot just goes wide there by Conlon Kennedy. From behind now, Hutchins takes it from his own end. LePage coming back in his own zone after that. We'll get it back here to the other side, playing with it. Coming around here for Hutchins. Hutchins trying to tip it out of the zone, but couldn't do so now. It comes out through center. Back to pick that up in his own end is Dwyer after it with a pass off of the end board to try and get it up there for Cadicolo. That goes back into the Toros end. Lennox from his own zone. Tipping it over here there for LePage. Hutchins tried to tip it out. Gets kept in there from the line. A shot is going wide. From their own zone, looking for a pass up through center. Knocked down by Zane Dwyer. He'll deposit it right back into the Oshawa end. LePage putting pressure on. Getting it up there for Blowen. Couldn't get it out of his own end. Back to the line. Nice play there to try and keep it in. And it's an opportunity now. Good job there by Braden Davidson. Davidson tried to get through to the front of the net. Uses the line. Keeps it in. There's a shot on net. Trying to redirect it on the way through. Toros get control of the puck again with Stone. Stone tried to throw it out in front, kept in there from the line by McCaslin. A shot from the line by Drews, kicked aside there by Hardy. Still loose there at the side. Toros are going to get that. Not kept in there at the line by McCaslin. Playing this way, and it's knocked down with a high stick. Riley Brandt now to take this draw just outside the blue line. One there to Legacy. Pumped all the way right back in to the Oshawa end. From behind the goal, trying to win the battle. It's trying to get kept in here from the line. Legacy's doing a job there in the corner. Trying to look at in front for a pass. That got stopped. It's a rolling puck. Legacy is stopped there by Hardy with a huge save. And Legacy had the wide open net, but Hardy was able to come back across quick enough to make that save. Face-off now is off to the left of the Oshawa end. And win the battle there is Legacy. Not going to get it. Here comes an opportunity now to bring it in for Peterson, who's going to take one to the net. It'll slide in wide. From behind the goal with a lead pass, it's going to be Dobbs. Coming after that in his own end. He brings it over the offensive line with a drop pass. Trying to find Dobbs again here from behind the goal. Dobbs sends one out in front, tipped away by Oshawa, and cleared out of the zone. From their own end now. Trying to lead this up. From his own zone, that'll get fired. Hardy's going to come out to try and play this. Taken away there by Conlon Kennedy. Trying to drop it back to the line. It's a pass up through center. And it's an opportunity now to go with it for Korolenko. Bringing that in and pushing it deep behind the Toros end. Now it's stolen away here by Ethan Jackman. Jackman couldn't get around Korolenko, so he uses the boards to get it off there for Sterling. Picked up there at center by Oshawa, who sweep it past Blake Smith down the ice. Smith is going back in his own end. Sees the pressure on there by Kavillian. Moves it over here for Kennedy. That gets tipped away and knocked down at center by Tubazinski. Here comes an opportunity to go with it now for Jackman. Shot! Scores! Jackman picks the short side on Hardy to make it 2-0. Lennox now to take this draw, drops it back to the line. Here's a pass for Blowen. Blowen coming in over the line now. He's going to get pushed wide by Sterling, but Blowen keeps control of it, sets it up and cuts back to the line. Here's a shot by Davis, tipped on the way through, and a nice catch save there by Shaw. Lennox trying to win this draw, wins it back to the line here for Davis. Pushing it here to the other side from behind the goal is Sterling after it. Stone trying to find a way to get that out of his own end. That's in behind the goal. Under 3 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Toros winning this one 2-0 after that goal moments ago by the Toros Jackman, the insurance maker. There's a shot that skips in past the right pad of Shaw, trying to get it over here to the other side. Looking for a lead pass up through center by Drew, knocked down here by Lennox. Or Blake Smith with that pass is broken up. Lead pass for Braden Davidson to try and get it up through center. Blake Smith going back in his own end now. We'll backhand this away. It's an opportunity for Davidson with a pass. And they come up through center for Riley Grant. Grant trying to tip it past the defender. Be the first one on the puck behind the goal. Taken away by Oshawa as they lead this in. All the way up through center comes Beveridge over the line. He's going to get the opportunity to turn that one over. It's right in front for Pye, but Pye couldn't shoot it on the forehand. Coming away with it now. Jackman starts this from center and brings it in. Trying to get around that defender again. Jackman with some nice work in behind the goal, finally taking off his feet. Trying to win this battle in the right corner. Taken away by Oshawa as they flip this away. Right here in front of us now is Zane Dwyer. Dwyer to the other side. They look for a pass up through center. And Kavillian's got that. Kavillian looking to get away from the defender. Got tipped up. Toros with Dobbs. Jackman slaps this one deeper. Right back in behind the Oshawa goal. It gets picked up by Nolan Lee off the back end boards. Oshawa trying to take advantage of a turnover here from their own end. Now it's an opportunity to come up through center with Kavillian. Kavillian, good job to stay outside. Fires it wide on the wrist shot though. Off the boards for Skizerchuk. There's a pass up through center. Here comes an opportunity to go with Legacy and Dobbs. Keaton Legacy brings it in over the line and takes a shot. It gets blocked. It hits the shin pad of Davis and went wide. Legacy trying to put that back to the line. It gets passed up here and broken up by Cadiclo, but we're going to get a whistle with too many men on the ice. Face-off is off to the right of the Toros end. Here's Lennox with it now. Here comes an opportunity to get away there with LePage. Can't get around the defender. Toros trying to slap this away. That gets out. Pass LePage and out. Davis has it now. Over here for Lennox. Lennox is going to bring it over the offensive line, looking for one more shot. Toros get it and clear it away. That is going to do it for period number 1 here at the Richard Arena. The Pee Wee AAA Toros lead Oshawa 2-0 after 1 period of play. Face off to kick off period number 2. Backhanded away by Sterling. Knocked down by Lennox as he tried to pick that up. Brought in over the line now for Brett going into the corner. Riley Brett did a spin move, trying to set this up in front. Brett tried to get it back to the line. Gets taken away by Lennox. He drops it after Hutchings with a pass. Here comes Blowen bringing it over the line. Blowen looking for a pass out in front. He takes it behind the goal instead. Getting up there for Lennox. Lennox looks for an open lane. He gets LePage though. Lennox walking out. Face-off circle. Shot. That hit a stick and went in wide of the goal. Trying to ricochet this off the boards. Hutchings. From behind, they're looking at it from for Blowen. That's not going to work. Back to the line for LePage. LePage to the other side. One-timer there by Lennox is blocked away by Parker Shaw. And Lennox tries to get it again. Back to the line for LePage. To the other side now for Davis. His pass is going to get picked up here by Lennox. Only 30 seconds left to go on the too many men on the ice penalty. There's a shot that's right pad saved there by Shaw, and the rebound gets fired wide. Back to the line for Peterson. He kept that in. Down low for Blowen. In behind the goal to try and get away from the defender. Toros get it. Not out. Pye was able to keep it in and get it back to Peterson. Open shot here for Davis. Right pad saved there by Shaw on the way through. From behind the goal. Picked up here by Oshawa. They're looking at it from here for Beebridge. Drop pass here for Peterson to try and put it back in the zone. Coming around the boards, that's going to come out and all the way down the ice. From their own end now, it's Davis coming back in his own zone. Pressured on there. Toros have killed off the penalty. Legacy trying to stick to his man along with Dobbs. Jackman out of the box after serving the too many men. He'll bring this in, trying to get around the defender. Ethan Jackman with a drop pass. Here comes Blake Smith with a shot. In down low for Jackman. Ethan Jackman from behind the goal couldn't set it up in front. Legacy trying to help as well to try and get the puck free. Legacy gets it back to Smith, who went for the pass to the other side for Dwyer and Pavilion. Read that well and tipped it out. Lee with a pass to the other side. That's going to get broken up here by Dobbs. He tips it in. Davis goes back in his own zone now. Pavilion with it off the board. Pavilion with a pass. That goes off the stick there of Jackman and onto the stick of the Toros defender trying to move this out of their own end with a pass. That's going to get broken up here and brought in over the line for Dwyer trying to go with it here. Sterling trying to dig away at it. It's a loose puck there in the zone and couldn't get away with it. Here comes an opportunity. Nice drop pass there by Dobbs. Nobody was there. Captain there from the line by Drew. Blake Smith a shot. Right to the front of the goal. Not going to get through. Dobbs picks that up. Shot to the goal. That's going to go wide of the net. Michael Drew trying to keep that in. That's going to get fired up to the Toros bench and out of play. Riley Brent now to take this draw that's off to the right of Hardy. A big offensive draw here for the Toros. Wins it. And runs so well it got past Drew. And back into the Toros end. Sterling has to fire it right back in over the stick of Kennedy. And onto the stick of Riley Brent. He tips it the right side of the way. Hardy steers it off to the side. Around the boards that goes. Cadiclo read that well. Kennedy, Cadiclo passes over his reach. Adam Cadiclo will come over here on the other side. That gets taken away from him. Taken away by Oshawa. They try and get it out. A good job to hold that in for the momentary moment. Now Hutchings trying to pick that up. Taken away there by Lennox. He brings us in. Lennox is trying to squeeze through, gets it over here for Hutchings, can't fire it, so Kennedy will come away with it. Conlon Kennedy from his own end will start this in, flipping that deeper into the Oshawa end. Bradica coming after it again. Bradica trying to win the battle here in the corner along with Lennox. Lennox will get it here to the other side for LePage, who gets an opportunity now for Beveridge. Beveridge trying to get around the defender, he gets tied up. It goes back in behind the goal now for Legacy, he tries to fire that around. Got kept in by Nolan Lee, a shot to the goal, wide of the net. Coming around the other side here for the Toros to try and get it out on a backhand. It's a turnover. Peterson, there's a pass, nice blocker save there by Shaw on that shot. Tipped away all the way down the ice past Bradica. The rolling puck, no icing. Hardy's going to leave it behind his own goal. Bradica from his own end goes for a pass up through center, and it's tape to tape for Civilian with a shot. Stopped there by Shaw, and no rebound. Face-off is off to the right now. Parker Shaw, Legacy, trying to win that battle in the corner. Out in front there for Kovalenko, he's not able to shoot it. Still trying to come after it here on the other side. Dwyer coming after it here again to try and tip it out. Over here through center there for Luke Stone, trying to pick this up, but it was LePage that took it away. From their own zone now, here's an opportunity to skate with it through center. He gets his stick in on that and tips it away. Kovalenko tries for a backhand to the front of the net. That gets knocked down. Toros come up with it through center as they try to bring this in with Luke Stone. Stone trying to get around the defender. He gets it around LePage behind the goal for Legacy. Taken away now by Kovalenko. Not out. Kept in by Braden Davidson, who puts that deep behind the goal. LePage is back there to get that. LePage, that gets picked off here on the wall and tipped deeper by the Toros into the corner. Around the board that goes. Jackman's going to try and cut this off, but he couldn't. Here comes LePage, trying to get around the defender. He gets stood up. Blake Smith trying to race after the puck here. Ethan Sterling from his own end with a pass to the other side as they look to enter the offensive end. A drop pass for Jackman. Shot on net. Caught there by Hardy. Face-off gets one there by Oshawa. Tipping that out past Smith. Hutchings will put that deep back in behind the goal. Right around past Lee. That's going to get out and all the way down the ice and into the corner past David. Owen Dobbs trying to win the battle from behind the net. Putting pressure on here on the other side. Dobbs trying to win the battle on the left side. Taken away here by Oshawa. From their own end, it's going to be an opportunity to clip this away past Blowen, along with Hutchings as well. Knocked down by Lee at center. That was going to be a left-hand pass. Nope, they're going to let that go. Lee puts that over the line now. Lennox looks for a pass back to the line for an opportunity for Blowen. And Blowen goes out to the left corner to try and set this up in front. Back to the line for Bradica now. Bradica's not going to be able to shoot that. Picked up here by Hutchings. Hutchings trying to win the battle here. Off on that left side here on the left corner. It's going to be tied up there in the corner trying to take it away. And they're trying to come up through center. Led out by Jackman. Jackman was trying to make his way past Bradica and he got stood up. Jackman still working in the corner and this time getting some help with under 7 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Toros leading this one 2-0. This is a final game for both teams as they're not going to move off to the OMHA semifinals. So this is just going out here for pride as that goes offside against Cadicolo. The face-off gets one there in the Toros on with a lead pass, trying to get around the defender. It's Kennedy bringing it in with a pass for Legacy, just over his stick with a backhand shot though. Kicked away by Hardy with a stick. Trying to get it out of his own end. There was LePage, got it up there for Pye. Pye trying to get around the defender with a pass. That was over the stick of Beveridge. And the Toros have it again. Sterling with the pass. That goes over the stick of Beveridge again, trying to pick this up. In over the blue line and in off of the offensive zone to try and set this up in front for an opportunity. Keeps control of it there with McCaslin to the other side. Walking out, not going to be able to shoot it. Now he gets to a better spot, and Legacy has it knocked away off his stick. Here comes Ty with it now. Ty will dump that deep on the backhand behind the goal. Shaw's going to leave it back there. Harder on the boards is Bradica with it now. Back here for Lee. He tries to find an opportunity. It gets turned over here at center. Conlon Kennedy tried to get that. It went off his stick though, along with Sterling to try and tip it away for Kiddicklow. He'll dump that past Bradica. Deep into the zone. Out comes Hardy to play that. From their own end with a pass, just out of the reach, and the Toros trying to put this in. Taken away now by Strzelczyk, putting that deep back in behind the Toros end. 5 minutes left to go here in period number 2. That'll come out and come out through center. Bradica with a pass there for Strzelczyk, taken away off his stick. Coming up through center now is Korolenko. Back here for Bradica. He'll turn it over. Luke Stone brings it in. The Toros are offside. That gets sent all the way in. It's going to be a shot on goal all the way from his own end. As that goes right into Shaw, he steers it aside. Leaves it behind his own goal for the Toros as they look for an open lane to get it out of their own zone. And they go for that stretch pass. It goes over the stick. Trying to catch up here into the offensive end. Good job there, getting it back to life for Blake Smith. Smith goes for a shot, it gets blocked there by Hutchings. And back comes Oshawa with 3 coming in with Blowen, along with Lennox. The pass for Lennox is broken up. In over the line, they come with a pass. It's Stone picking this up, coming in with a shot on goal, and that goes wide. Davis from behind his own net now. Captain for Oshawa, Davis moves it over here to the other side for Hutchings. He's not going to be able to get it out, along with Lennox. Good job by Jackman, steps into one, stopped by Hardy. He had to look behind him, but he had control of it. Face off now is off to the right of the off line, fired just wide past the post. Beaver. That's going to get tipped out of their own end. Legacy will pick that up. Sterling with a flip pass through center to try and tip it in for Jackman. Jackman goes back in his own end now. From their own zone. Here comes an opportunity to skate away with this now with Sterling having it knocked away off its stick at the Oshawa bench area. Tipped deeper back into the corner. Jackman now takes it himself behind the goal. Uses the boys to his advantage to get it up there. Jackman will bring this in again. Ethan Jackman going in. Shot! Stopped by Hardy with a left pad. Taken away here by the Toros. Sterling now. Lead pass now for Conlon Kennedy, who dumps it in. Turnover. Kennedy's got it. Conlon Kennedy gets around Bradica, gets around another defender, tries to bring it in, and finally lost control of it before he could put it in the zone. Strzelczyk brings it around the boards. Tipped away there by Beveridge, and out of his own end, Korolenko's got it. Korolenko trying to get it around the defender, Kiddicklow, out in front of the goal. There's a shot, and they score! Pavilion, a shot from the slot area, finally is able to beat Tucker Shaw, and it's down to a 2-1 game. Pavilion is able to put Oshawa on the board here with that shot, just outside of the touching hand of Tucker Shaw. Here comes an opportunity to race after this. Conlon Kennedy couldn't get to the puck. Davis wins that battle. Coming around the boards. That's going to get tipped away and kept in at the blue line. Down here by Strzelczyk. Strzelczyk will bring this over the line. Looking for a pass. He's got Korolenko, but not going to get it to him. LePage tries to keep it in. Strzelczyk's doing the job on the left side. Taken away by the Toros. Conlon Kennedy has got it. Trying to put this in off the boards. That's going to go deep. And it's going to be an icing call. Face off one by Oshawa. Bradica, quick shot off the jaw. Kicked away by Shaw with the right pad. Legacy trying to help out as well. Blowen wins that job in the corner. Toros get it away. Looking for a pass up through center. Hutchings will knock that down. Look at him touching the shot. It's way wide of the mark. Coming around the boards now for an opportunity to tip it away for Legacy. He loses it. Hutchings had it and dumped it in, but the Toros, good hand-eye, was able to knock that down. Flipped up off the glass as they try and get this for Luke Stone. Hutchings going to get hit into the boards there against Legacy. Trying to pick this up from the own end now is an opportunity to skate with it. Here's a pass to the other side. They're going to tip this in. Pass Braddock into the corner. Lee fires this around the board. That's going to get cut off on the wall by Riley Brandt. Brandt trying to win the battle in the corner. We're in the last minute with 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. Stone was going off on a change. Toros keep it in with McCaslin on a shot. Tipped on the way through. It might have hit Hardy as they were going for that redirection. And in front was Braden Davidson. Up through center they come. Here comes an opportunity for Oshawa, but they get taken down. Tipped away through center, looking to get away. But he couldn't get out through center. In over the line. Some nice moves by McCaslin. Keeps control of it. Under 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. Back to the line, looking for a shot to the front of the goal that gets blocked. And that is going to do it for period number 2. The Toros with 2 goals in period number 1. But Oshawa had a answer with a goal by Cavillan in that second period. So we're in for a good one to start period number 3 when they come back to the ice. Turn to Toros to start off period number 3. They're going to put Kristen Thomas in net for a couple of minutes because this will be his final season as a Clarington Toro, as he is moving away after this season. So this will be the final time he puts on a Clarington Toros jersey. So he gets the opportunity to come in for a couple of minutes here in this game. Face-off gets one there to kick off period number 3. Lead pass up through center. McCaslin getting it up there for Beavers with a pass broken up. Trying to come up through center with a lead pass. Peterson trying to get up through center. Dumped all the way back into the corner. And that goes for icing. The Toros give Thomas a round of applause as he comes off the bench. That was his final time in goal, as mentioned, as a Clarington Toro after this season. He's going to be moving away. So a great Toros career for Thomas, who came up to AAA a couple of years ago and has been really steady for the Toros since then. Here comes an opportunity to bring this in. Here's a pass. There's a shot that goes right past the right pad of Hardy, trying to jam this in from the other side, and that's not going to work. Back to line for Cooper McCaslin, tries to send one to the net. That hits off the stick and goes into the corner. McCaslin will keep this in again. Here's a shot to the line, kicked away there by Hardy. Trying to wrap this around from behind the net. Back to line for Cooper McCaslin. He's not going to be able to shoot that. He's going to keep it, and that gets stopped by Hardy again. From their own zone, back to the line. They're going to take a shot to the front of the net. That goes in wide, past the blocker hand of Hardy's. Jackman trying to get it around Pye for an opportunity to bring it in. Tipped out, and that's going to come down the ice. First one trying to get it there is Cavillan. Cavillan goes off to the corner, stolen away by the Toros as they try and move this in. Trying to tip this past the defender. He gets it into the offensive end, trying to get it back here to the other side. Legacy trying to cut it off on the left wall. Oshawa get the opportunity to bring this up through center with Kowalenko. Right back in behind the net there for Cavillan. Trying to move it over here to the other side against Strzelczak. Strzelczak steals it away. Strzelczak not able to shoot it. Hit a stick and went wide. Strzelczak back to the line for Davis. Not going to be able to shoot that either. He pushes it off to the corner. Trying to pick this up is Cavillan on the other side. the only lone goal scorer for Oshawa. That backhand goes wide by Strzelczyk. Davis tried to keep it in. Taken away here by Zane Dwyer, off the boards and out of his own end. Trying to keep it up here for Owen Dobbs, and it's an offside. Face-off gets won by Legacy. Michael Drew with a pass over to the other side. Nice backhand pass up through center. Legacy trying to cut through, and he's not going to be able to get one to the net, but he'll race after it here on the left side. Trying to get it back here from McCaslin. There's a shot that hits a post. There's another one right on goal. Right pad saved there by Hardy this time. Drop pass into the corner there. Dobbs trying to put this behind the net again. Trying to look at it front here for Conlon Kennedy. It's going to go back here and walk all the way out for Legacy. Not going to be able to shoot that. Keeps control of it. Drops it back to the line. A shot that goes in wide. Hit a stick and just tipped in wide of the goal. Blowing from his own end. We'll cut this out. Finally, he was stripped off his stick there by Blake Smith. With a pass there to the other side. Tipped away by the Toros as they lead this up. The drop pass by the Toros is up through center by Michael Drew, who sets it up for a shot. And that shot was in on goal. Rebound! Just fired wide of the net. Great opportunity there for the Toros, was missed. Looking at in front now. On the left side, it goes back in behind the goal. Jackman backing up. That's going to get knocked down though by the Toros. Sterling, who tried to put it in. It's in some feet area. Couldn't be able to bury it. Trying to pick this up here for Oshawa's Beavers. Beavers with a pass is broken up there by Stone. Jackman coming after it now to try and bring it in the end. Ethan Jackman with a nice pass, and it gets stopped there by Hardy. What an unbelievable stop there by Hardy, coming back across with a right pad save. Here comes an opportunity now for a pass for Beavers. Here comes Stone to bring this in. Looking for Legacy. Stone keeps it. Shot is stopped there by Hardy right in close. Legacy trying to win the battle against Bradica and behind the net. There comes free to the Toros as they look at it front. Zane Dwyer's got it. Went over to the stick of Dwyer, but we're getting a penalty out in front, and it's going to come for interference. Goes out top. Back to the line for Davis. Quick shot by Cavillon. Couldn't one-time it. Cavillon gets it again, and his shot is blocked. Cavillon, shot, tipped on the way through. Kovalenko couldn't bury it. Tipped out. There comes an opportunity now for Riley Brant, but he's not able to get there. Davis has got it. Davis will take it back in his own end and keep it back there as he's going to start off this power play and wait for some help. Davis, good job. Keeps control of the puck. He used Strzelczyk as a pawn in behind the goal and took it himself, but now the Toros clear that away. Hardy comes out there and fires it away. He's come up with some huge saves, including that one moments ago with a right pad, keeping this at a one-goal game at 2-1. Taken away by Oshawa as they lead this up. Here comes Kovalenko leading it in over the line. It's a pass for Cavillon. Would have been offside if he accepted it. McCaslin's got it. Drop pass to the line. Lead pass up here for Riley Brant now. Brant's going to dump this right in on goal, and Hardy's going to stop that. Drop it in behind the goal now. They start this out with Lennox. Lennox starts it from his own end, and he's got some speed up through center. Lennox isn't going to be able to make his way through. Hutchins. Back to the line now for LePage. For Lennox. Peterson has control of it. Good job by Peterson to spin away. Sends one to the goal. Kicked aside by Parker Shaw. Trying to keep it in there was Lee. Couldn't do it. Piticolo trying to dig it as well. Tipping that out. And out of the zone. He's going to beat him to the puck. Looking to do something here with a shot. Not going to be able to do. Nice stop. Nice job there by Blowen to come back and be able to tie him up. Lennox has got it. Lennox's pass was almost picked off there in his own zone. Peterson with a pass. Over the stick of Blowen, and Hutchins has got it. Blowen cutting right to the center. Drop pass. Peterson shot. Stopped by Shaw. Kicked off to the right. From behind the Toros, they're going to take it away. Look for a pass up through center. That's going to get picked up by Strzelczak. He'll move it around the other side, around the left wall, trying to cut it off. From behind the goal, they're trying to reach through Legacy. It's a late pass up through center, trying to get around the defender. He gets tangled up. Pye trying to get around the defender. It's an opportunity now to shoot this. Strzelczak's got it. Strzelczak with a drop pass. Toros will take it away with Legacy again. LePage will take this from his own end. LePage had some pressure on him. Couldn't do anything with the puck. Toros trying to tip this away out of their own end. It's Strzelczak though. Tip back in the Toros, and here comes Ethan Jackman with a pass. Jackman got a pass from Stone again. Jackman trying to make his way around along with Stone. Taken away there by Oshawa to lead this in with Beveridge. And Beveridge got chipped up at the line. Toros have killed off another penalty. Here comes Jackman with them back to full strength. Jackman couldn't go with it. He lost control of the puck. Flips it back over behind the goal though. Keeping control of it. Trying to walk this out with a shot. That gets stopped. Hardy got enough of that to make the stop. Around the boards that goes. Gets kept in at the line by Sterling with a shot. Just in wide. Off the boards here for Kavillin. Kavillin. His pass is hit Lennox on the way through. Lennox is trying to win this battle in the corner now. And we'll get a whistle. Face-off is coming off to the right of the goal. Trying to bring this in now is Davidson. Davidson trying to set this up in front. Trying to win this battle on the left side. Here's a shot. Kept on the way through, the score! Head in front of the net, redirected on the way through. It gets past Hardy to make it 3-1. Braden Davidson, I believe, was the one that got the redirection. Out in front of the goal is a change direction on Hardy. And now the Toros have their 2-goal lead back at 3-1. Legacy tried to bring this in. Legacy sends one this time. And wide of the goal. Legacy's going to get poked off this puck. Up through center. Trying to bring this in is Lennox. Here's a shot. Stopped there by Pepper Shaw, and the rebound gets tipped wide. Under 5 minutes left to go now. Riley Brandt. From their own end now, it's Oshawa. Trying to come out through center. He comes in over the line now for LePage. LePage is trying to bring this in. Goes back to line for Lennox. He's going to fan on the shot. Beveridge will pick that up. Beveridge with a pass to the other side. Picked up here by Toros and bring this in. Some nice moves. Trying to take one to the front of the net. Gets taken down though behind the goal. Around the boards, that's going to go and get kept in here by the Toros. A shot on net. It gets tipped on the way through. Taken away by Oshawa. All the way down the ice. And that is going to go for icing. 4 minutes left to go here in the game. And also 4 minutes left to go on MJ Broadcasting's career. As we all know, at the end of this year, I'm not going to be doing the play-by-play anymore. So this is my final game as play-by-play announcer. Right in front of the goal. Backhand shot. Just goes wide. Past Hardy. Kept in here from the line. From behind the goal now, it's the Toros from behind the net. It's Peterson trying to win that out. Flipping this out. That hits the linesman on the way through and trying to put it back in. Over here to the other side for Owen Dobbs. Dobbs is trying to cut in. He's going to get tripped up. Drops it back to the line though. There's a shot. First screen, blocked it away by Hardy. In the corner, back to the line. There's a shot. Hit a stick. Right past there, they score! Out in front of the net, depositing it into the back of the goal to make it 4-1. Face-off gets won there by Oshawa. But the Toros bring it in. Kidiklo trying to cut one to the front of the net. He's going to drop it back to the line. Here's a shot that gets knocked down by the Toros as they lead this up. Picked up here by Legacy now. Trying to get this, gets tipped out all the way down the ice and back into the corner goes McCaslin after it now. McCaslin from his own end will drop past it. Toros looking to get this opportunity to clear it away, and it's up there for Stone. Luke Stone through his own zone will get away past LePage as he tries to set this up. That goes off a stick and goes back into the corner against Legacy. Taken away by Strzelchuk as he leads it up through center for Kavillin. Kavillin trying to bring this in over the line now. Kavillin couldn't go with it. It gets tipped back behind the goal. Coming around the other side now for Legacy. He's not able to get that out. Here's Kavillin with a shot. A right pad save there by Parker Shaw, and he'll cover it up. Face-off is off to the right of the Toros end. From behind the goal, they get the opportunity to skate with this with a lead pass for Riley Brandt. Brandt tried to get around the check of Blowen. Not able to get it out. Now Oshawa get the opportunity to clear, and it goes onto the stick of Ethan Jackman, but it's a turnover to Blowen. Blowen's cutting in. He had it swept away off him. Jackman tried to go with it. Parker Shaw got slid into. Toros will bring this in the zone. And we get a whistle. Face-off now is off to the right of the Oshawa end. Chip back in behind the Oshawa goal for an opportunity to win this battle. It'll come around the other side. Taken away here by Oshawa as they lead this in. Here comes an opportunity to skate one to the front of the net, and it'll be tipped wide. Last minute of play of the third period. Toros are going to win their final game of the year with a 4-1 lead here against the Oshawa Minor Generals. So this will be the second win of the round robin for the Toros, both of them coming against the Generals. But they just couldn't get things done against the tougher teams like York, Simcoe, and Barrie. They wound up at the bottom of the standings during the year, which means they had to play some of the tougher teams during the year, and that just made it a big mountain to climb in the playoffs. They had a couple of close games against the top teams this year. They went all the way to a championship final at one of the tournaments, so it wasn't all bad this year for the Pee Wee AAA Clarington Toros. They are going to put a win in the books to end this one and end their 2022 season. It's certainly been an honor to call all these games this year for these Pee Wee AAA Toros, and we're going to wish them all the best as they continue going into next year. A big 4-1 win over Oshawa. And as I just mentioned a couple of minutes ago, this was also going to be the last game broadcasted for MJ Broadcasting for the play-by-play, so I'd like to take a moment to say a few words here, as this was my final time. These last 7 years have really been the most fun time. When I was getting this headset on, I'd go into hockey mode and get dialed in, having the opportunity to do so much memorable moments that will never be forgotten. Neither will the friendships that I've made in these 7 years. In that time, there's a saying that says that it's not over till the fat lady sings. Well, when it comes to my play-by-play career, it's now time to buy that fat lady CD. One final time, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I am the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman, signing off for the last time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the love and support.